unlocking the mysteries of dreaming of a deceased loved one. Today, I want to share an incredible story about dreams and the departed, a story that demonstrates how God speaks to us through our dreams and connects us with our loved ones who have crossed over. But before we dive in, kindly subscribe and hit the like button to help us spread our messages of faith. The story I want to narrate is that of James, a 25-year-old young man who lost his father when he was just 10 years old. His father had tragically passed away in a car accident, leaving James and his mother devastated. James had a deep affection for his father. He was his hero, his role model, his friend. His father's death was a profound trauma that left an indelible mark on him. James could never truly come to terms with the loss, finding inner peace eluding him. As he grew, James felt a void and anger within himself. He withdrew, distanced himself from God and the church, rebelled against his mother and teachers, fell into bad company, started smoking, drinking, and using drugs, effectively ruining his life. James never dreamed of his father, never saw him in his dreams, never heard his voice or felt his presence. It was as if his father had disappeared forever, as if he ceased to exist. James believed that his father no longer loved him, that he had abandoned him, that he was angry with him for his behavior. James thought that his father was in a terrible place, far from God and the light. James was unhappy and desperate. But one night, everything changed. One night, James dreamed of his father, a dream so vivid, so lifelike. James woke up convinced that it had been real. In the dream, James found himself on a beautiful beach, with the sun shining and the sea glistening. It was a beach he knew well, one he used to visit often with his father when he was a child. James felt happy and serene, free and light, loved and protected. And then, he saw his father. His father was there on the beach, waiting for him, dressed in white, with a sweet and radiant smile on his face. He looked beautiful and young, without a single wound or scar. James couldn't believe his eyes. It was really him, his father. James rushed towards him, embraced him tightly, felt the warmth of his body, the beat of his heart, the scent of his skin. He felt his father's arms around him, his hands stroking his hair, his lips kissing his forehead. He heard his father's voice. "James, my son," his father said tenderly. "Father, Father," James stammered with emotion. "I've missed you so much," and his father replied, "I've missed you too, my son. I've always loved you. I still love you. I've always watched over you. I've always protected you," his father told him. "Thank you," James said, "thank you. I've always talked to you. I've always listened to you," and his father asked, "Where? When?" "In your heart, in your dreams," James replied. "But I've never dreamed of you, never felt your presence," James said. "Why didn't you ever seek me out? Why didn't you ever listen to me?" his father asked. I'm sorry, James said. "There's nothing to forgive." "I forgive you for everything," his father said. "Please, don't go. Stay with me," James pleaded. "I can't. I have to return to where I came from," his father said. "Where are you? How are you?" James asked. "I'm in a wonderful place, and I'm doing well," his father said. "A wonderful place? Where?" James asked. "A place where God is, a place where there is light," his father replied. "God? Light?" James repeated. "Yes, God is light, love," his father said. "But I don't believe in God. I don't see the light, I don't feel the love," James said. "Why did you close your heart? Why did you extinguish your light? Why did you reject your love?" his father asked. "What can I do? How can I change?" James asked. "Open your heart. Ignite your light. Embrace your love," his father said. "How?" James asked. "Pray, read the Bible, attend church," his father replied. "Pray, read the Bible, attend church?" James repeated. "Yes, Pray, read the Bible, attend church, his father said. Why? James asked. Because that's how you'll find God, that's how you'll see the light, that's how you'll feel the love, his father replied. And I'll see you again.